Let's talk a little bit about grifters, guys.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
First off, guys, I want to wish you guys a happy Labor Day weekend. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope you guys are resting. You guys are chilling out, enjoying some cold beer. And, of course, my weekend was going really good until about 3 or 4 hours ago. I'll explain that here in a second because it's also got to do as an update to my channel. But we are talking about Ann Coulter, so let's go ahead and get into this. But before we do that, guys, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video. Also hit the notification bell, sign up in the comment section. One more thing, too. I did get banned from Facebook for 30 days, obviously over a post, this one right here. Yeah, I was trying to be funny, so make sure you guys pause this video and actually check out the post itself, and you'll probably find it funny as well. But something else really quick, make sure you guys are passing these videos around. Only about 30% of you guys that watch my content are actually subscribed, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out with the algorithm. Also hit that like button. It helps out, helps get this information out there. Let's go ahead and get this. So Ann Coulter decided to put this tweet up here today. Now, Ann Coulter, really quick, she's been putting a lot of these tweets up as of late, and she was doing this the entire time when Donald Trump was in office. But I want to give you guys some backstory on Ann Coulter and why it is that she, quite frankly, should not be listened to. I'll also talk about a couple of other grifters, but Ann Coulter is the main one I want to focus on. And let's go ahead and just kind of dig into her past a little bit. Now, the reason why she's putting this up is because she's trying to push the GOP, I guess, the establishment, into finding a brand new candidate. Okay, well, that's probably not going to happen, especially when the former president, Donald Trump, still has about 80% of the base intact. And that additional 20%, I would say about 3/4 of it, would probably fall in line to vote against Joe Biden in 2024 anyway. Trump would not be their first choice for these 20%, but they more than likely would. As a matter of fact, the Never-Trumpers, they're kind of sort of eating their words, as you guys can see from Breitbart. 1 in every 5 Biden voters are starting to regret their vote, which is strange because I figure maybe more than that might say, but then again, though they are Democrats, so they were Never-Trumpers. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised. So let's go ahead and dig into Ann Coulter and exactly who she is. A while back, Coulter made a statement. Basically, she was accused of being a grifter a while back, and she said, well, if it gets me money, it gets me money. Okay, so there should be a red flag right there that should pop off in the back of your mind that she's not exactly pure of heart with what the hell she believes or what the hell she says. The next thing is this right here. I got introduced to her back in 2011 during the Republican primaries. She was on Sean Hannity's show literally every night. Now, at that point in time, he also had Michelle Malkin on his show literally every night too. And I thought that Michelle Malkin was not, the one who was most interested in getting Obama out, but I was wrong. It was actually Coulter. Let me explain why. Coulter pushed for Mitt Romney to be the nominee. Mitt Romney, by conservative standards, has never been a conservative. Let me go ahead and explain really quick. Romney was a governor of Massachusetts for 1 term. He had really more of a liberal record than former Senator Ted Kennedy, of all people. But he was a governor for 1 term. He didn't even seek a second term. And then he decided to run for president in 2008. Of course, he bombed out there. And in 2012, he was pushed to the front. Now, Romney was pretty much never really and truly liked or ever thought to be a genuine candidate. Like, people thought, okay, he looks a little bit stiff. Well, there's probably a reason why he's so stiff and not very charismatic, because he's not very good at playing an actual character. Let's face it, most of these politicians are really and truly characters. But the thing about Romney was he was also extremely weak. He ran an extremely weak campaign against Barack Obama. That was a very, very winnable election. Even though Obama was as charismatic as he was, Romney could not get Tea Party support. But Ann Coulter, every night on Sean Hannity, she was digging in, saying, you have to vote for Romney, you have to pick Romney. I recall one night she absolutely flipped the hell out because of that debate performance by Newt Gingrich, where he completely blew everybody out of the water in the South Carolina primary, and he won, and she raised 15 counts of hell. And she even lost her mind on the set and screamed at Sean Hannity. And then when it came off set, they came back. Hannity explained it. She said, well, if we pick Newt Gingrich, we could absolutely ass blast him. Okay, I'm not saying that Newt Gingrich or Rick Santorum would have won that election, but had Newt Gingrich or Rick Santorum been the nominee in 2012, Republicans probably would have swung back at the bare minimum Florida, maybe Virginia, and possibly Ohio and Iowa. Now, it wouldn't have been enough to win the election, but as you guys can see, it would have helped Republicans out better down ballot, and they would have maybe been able to elect maybe a couple more senators. Romney pissed that away with his poor showing on the actual campaign trail and the debate stage the final year. Okay, so fast forward 4 more years. Okay, she's on Bill Maher, and he asked her, who's the best chance to win the nomination? She says Donald Trump. Well, she wrote this book called In Trump We Trust, which, by the way, I looked at that and I said, look, I don't think Ann Coulter is as genuine. This book is as genuine as she's trying to make it out to be. First of all, Ann Coulter originally prided herself on being very, very much far to the right. As a matter of fact, the book Demonic, she prided herself on being very, very much to the right. Donald Trump, love him to death. Donald Trump's not really a conservative. He's always been more of a moderate, at one time he was a blue dog business Democrat. He's just more conservative on social issues. And for the most part, when voters voted him in, they hired him to do a job. You see what I'm saying? Me, I'm a conservative. I'm definitely more conservative than Donald Trump is, but Trump was never really that conservative. But Ann Coulter wrote this book saying, In Trump We Trust, which, by the way, I may have said it before, but I thought was quite frankly blasphemous, especially as a Christian, because you don't just do a play on words like that, especially on the words In God We Trust. Come on now. So Trump gets elected. All right, now think about this really quick. Trump gets elected. The minute he gets elected, which she probably did not expect him to get elected because, see, Ann Coulter's got a track record of picking weak candidates. You see, she thought Trump was going to go out there and lose. That's probably why she did it. She was trying to make the book to get additional money because that there's what the hell she's about. So right now what she's doing is she's saying, real quick, go back to 2017. The minute he got in office, she almost became a never Trumper. I mean, she would say that it's holding his feet to the fire, and I understand you need to hold your politicians accountable, but she was on Twitter, especially over the riots, screaming, well, he's not doing anything. And I'm like, okay, what can he do? Okay, if the military is not going to go along with the Insurrection Act, what can he really and truly do? These are her state issues. It looks bad, and he's just sending the military in, but also at the same time, the governors have got to do something. The governors obviously did not. You guys see what I'm saying? Ann Coulter was doing everything she could do for clout. Now she's decided to insert her way back in there to try to manipulate people into thinking, okay, well, maybe I should go choose this person right here to be the nominee in 2024. Because let's be honest, Donald Trump's more than likely going to run again. As a matter of fact, outside of Ron DeSantis, they're probably the only two candidates that can win, or the only two candidates that are actually wanted, as you guys are seeing from some of this polling data that's been coming out from Emerson College. Very, very good poll, by the way. There's also been other polling data that's come out from other institutions that show Trump actually winning the general ballot, not just the Republican Party, but in the election in 2024, a la Grover Cleveland style. But this very also brings me back to the point. As you guys may already know, Tucker Carlson did this expose the other night, which, by the way, I will leave in the description box, where he practically exposed Lindsey Graham. I've always suspected that Lindsey was really a rhino. Okay, now really quick. This is going to be an unpopular statement, but I got to say it, okay? Between Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham, let me go ahead and be honest with you. Mitch McConnell appears to be a rhino from time to time. Mitch McConnell sometimes appears to be a stone-cold killer. And I don't like Mitch, okay? He's just a turtle. I mean, he's not exactly the most conservative. I'm pretty sure he didn't want Trump in office either. He must probably prefer someone like Ted Cruz back in 2016. But McConnell does a lot of what he does for strategic purposes. I mean, think about it really quick. He votes to have Trump impeached a second time, then he turns right back around afterwards and votes against the impeachment. Okay, I kind of knew that from the start. He votes for this infrastructure bill because he knows the infrastructure bill is going to get denied in the Congress, so that way he's got something to run on in 2022 for Republicans, saying, look, these crazy-ass lefties can't even get together on something that I gave them. You see what I'm saying? It's called strategy, and Mitch McConnell, I think he knows what he's doing. But this right goes back to the same old argument. Is this person controlled opposition, or is this person a straight up grifter? In Ann Coulter's case, she's a straight up grifter. Lindsey Graham, he's a straight up grifter. Says he's for Trump 1 minute, turns right back around, nominates all Joe Biden's justices. Guys, I will do more videos on these grifters and more videos on who's opposition, who's controlled opposition, who's actually true, who's not true. I just wanted to get this video out here tonight. I'm going to release it tomorrow. Also, something else too, the other channel is up. I will have an introductory video posted to that channel tomorrow. And as always, guys, there'll be more content coming this week. I'm going to get right back on the horse. I'm probably going to release 2 or 3 videos a day on both channels. And guys, as always, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys later.
Now, hold on. You ain't the first son of a bitch to wake up out of their dream.